What's up, guys? This is Matt with Hanley Gaming. Now, I'm releasing this video a bit later than I would have liked to. We're going to talk a little bit about the free games for November of 2019. They are available until the 2nd. On December 3rd, the games for December come out. First up, we have Neo. It's a action RPG that came out February 7th of 2017, so it's a little shy of 3 years. And it is from the Japanese developer Team Ninja. They are responsible for games like Dead or Alive and the Ninja Gaiden series. A lot like Dark Souls. You know, it's hard like Dark Souls, but not too hard. You will die a lot, but each time you die, you respawn at your last altar. And thankfully, when you die, you keep all the items that you picked up before you died, including potions and weapons. But all enemies that you defeated will respawn, and you have to defeat them again. What this game does really well is its combat. I really enjoyed the combat. You know, you've got to dodge and guard a lot during combat, and you got your weak attacks, your strong attacks. You got 3 different stances to attack from. You have different weapon types, including different melee weapons and ranged weapons. You know, while you're dodging and attacking, you have a stamina bar that you have to pay attention to because it does drain quite quickly. And you don't want to be left with no stamina and enemies coming and you can't really dodge or attack because you're out of stamina. And you have to adapt your playstyle a lot because you have different enemy types and you have multiple enemies that will attack you all at once, so you have to adapt to that. Now, I really think you will enjoy this game if you're a fan of action RPGs, especially if you like games like Bloodborne and Dark Souls. It's in that similar category of games where, yes, it is a difficult Japanese game, but it's not too difficult where you're going to want to throw your controller through your TV. It's, yes, you will die a lot, but it is a fun game, and it has an interesting story as well. Next up, we have Outlast 2. Now, this game was released in April of 2017, and it is a first-person survival horror developed by Red Barrels. Now, they're a Canadian developer, and the Outlast series are the only games they've ever made. Now, in this game, you're out in the wilderness, you're trying to save your wife, and all you have is your camera with night vision so you can see. But it has terrible battery life. It's almost like you bought the camera and the batteries off of Wish, and it's a piece of junk. Now, this game has no attack button at all. You cannot attack enemies that are trying to kill you. You can't defend yourself in any way. All you can do in this game when enemies are after you is run and hide. That's what you do the entire game. So it feels like a really long, creepy game of hide and go seek. And you're the only one hiding. And if you're found, it means instant death. Like, there's no fight, no nothing. Your enemies find you, you're dead. Now, this is a stealth game, but it's not the sort of stealth game that I'm used to. The stealth games I'm used to are where stealth is suggested, but you can fight your way out of it when shit goes sideways. You know, like Hitman, Assassin's Creed, Metal Gear, Days Gone. You can go in, guns blazing, but you're probably going to die if you do that. But there is a way to fight your way out of it. And in this game, if you're not sneaking around where nobody sees you, you're going to die. You have no fighting chance whatsoever because you're a pussy that can't attack at all. All you've got is your camera and barrels to hide in, basically. There's no option to protect yourself. So, this isn't the kind of game that I'm good at. I actually was quite terrible when I played through this, because again, there's no way to fight at all, and I'm not the greatest at sneaking around in games. One thing I really liked about this game, though, was how they didn't pussy out on the story. You know, they didn't try to stay away from controversial topics. Instead, they ran headlong right into it. You know, like the story, I'm not going to try to spoil anything, but, you know, the story is strong, like, really mainly about a radical Christian cult that's trying to murder you and your wife. So, you know, they bring in religion and, you know, how cults can be dangerous and they're like batshit crazy. So, you know, it could have caused a lot of controversy and, you know, like they did something similar. Ubisoft did something similar with Far Cry 5, and it caused a big shitstorm for them. And, you know, Outlast 2, Red Barrels, they did something similar where, you know, it's a crazy Christian cult. They're going to kill you if they find you. And, you know, they're actively looking for you to kill you. And, you know, I really appreciate that they didn't pussy out and say, well, we can't do this because someone might get mad. We can't do that. You know, they actually did the story that they wanted, and they didn't care how it would be perceived. It's just they wanted to make a good game. They wanted a good story, and they succeeded in that. And I applaud them for that. Yeah, so all in all, I think both games this month were good. One's a first-person survival horror. The other is a action RPG. So there's two types of players that will benefit from this, but like I said, both games, give them a shot. I like both. And I'll see you in the next video. Later.